And today we're very glad to have Isabelle with us today. So, Isabelle, thank you for coming here. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Isabelle Liu. I was MIT class of 2020, double majoring in course 2 and 6, which is MITCNC and EECS. I also did my master's in EECS, the MEng, in 2022.
Interesting. Double MIT. Tell us about what get you into double E and how you decided to do this major.
Yeah, so I really like hands-on projects and coursework, and I enjoyed building things. So I chose MECI as my primary major, and after taking a few EECS labs, I decided to double major in EECS. While I was at MIT, I lived in East Campus, and that was really the hands-on building mecca at MIT. We had so many fun things going on, so many projects, including construction of forts and roller coasters over freshman orientation. So that was really the greatest.
So, if you can just share with us one fond memory or fun experience you had at MIT, what would that be?
Yeah, so while I lived in East Campus, I renovated my room. So I had a lot of fun doing woodworking and put in the floor. I made my own furniture, as well as installing speakers in our hall in East Campus, where you could cue YouTube songs and play music while you're showering. It's really
Wow. I wish I lived on the same dorm with you back then. So, is that related to what you're doing right now?
Not at all, actually. So I majored in MECI and EUCS. So after graduation, I went into semiconductors because it used both of my backgrounds, eventually specializing in sensors. And after that, I decided to pivot to marketing. So now I do semiconductor marketing and moved out to Silicon Valley to cover the key accounts in tech and personal electronics.
Thank you for sharing that. If you may, can you elaborate more on what led you to this journey, how you get to marketing, and maybe just a little bit more about career decision and career pivoting from your perspective?
Yeah, I think for me, one big principle that's been guiding me throughout my whole journey has been to follow what I like doing and not be afraid to take risks. So I'm actually originally from Taiwan. I moved to the US in 2016 to go to MIT. I committed to going to MIT without ever seeing the campus, actually. So I knew it was something I wanted to do, and I decided to take the big leap to move to the US and attend MIT. Similarly, initially I didn't live in East Campus at MIT, but East Campus seemed like a very cool place to be and had a lot of building, which I really liked. So I took the risk, moved out to East Campus. I liked electrical engineering, so I took the risk and decided to double major in electrical engineering, even though I wasn't sure I would finish. I actually declared the double major my senior fall. so, so for sure, very risky. Um, and likewise, I went from engineering to marketing. And again, that was a big risk, but business development was something I was interested in and something I want to pursue. So I decided to take the risk and pivot from engineering to marketing. And so far, everything's worked out pretty well.
That's really good to hear. So, if you'd like to give some advice for students at MIT right now, figuring out the career next steps, what will be your advice for people to figure out what they want to do and decide on their either first career or just the long-term planning?
So as part of the club, I also interview high school students for MIT for undergraduate admissions. And the advice I always give them is the same as my life principle. Do not be afraid to pursue what you like. And we're all still young, we're always young. And we always have the appetite for risk and following your dreams.
Love that. And rotating a little more about the longer horizon. So would you like to share a little bit about how you envision yourself in 5 years, or kind of what is the next step you would like to explore either professionally or personally, just to give us a little more peek into your ambition.
Yeah. So on the personal side, since I'm part of the MIT Club of Northern California, I would love to be involved more. Right now, I lead the Young Alumni track with Xenia. We organize a lot of events for young alumni, so in the future, I hope to connect more of the young alumni to the club and to each other. I think the people I've met through MIT are really one of the most special things in life. So that's on the personal side, to kind of grow the club and connect everybody, connect more. On the professional side, as I mentioned, I'm interested in business development. So I would like to eventually, in 5 to 10 years, lead a top tier team to push the boundaries of innovation in semiconductors with my business development team.
I'm sure it's going to happen. Maybe pivot a little bit more, because you mentioned the personal side, your involvement with MIT Club of Northern California. Can you share us a little bit more about what initially motivated you to start volunteering for MITCNC? What keeps you coming back?
Yeah. So as a student, I received very valuable mentorship from MIT alums, both in the personal sense, as they guided me through, like, what job do I want to take? What kind of community do I want to build? And in the career-wise, they've opened so many doors for me. I'm actually still in touch with a few mentors from my freshman and junior year, and I still have monthly calls with them. So being on the receiving end of the kind of guidance from alums really motivated me to give back to the community as well. I also hope that one day students at MIT will look back and think, oh wow, like, I'm so glad I met Isabelle and had her as part of my journey. That's one of the big motivations and why I'm volunteering for MITCNC.
Wow, that's always good to hear that the community is helping each other out and building this long-lasting relationship that is framing what we're doing and who we are. So I guess along similar line, how do you think volunteering has impacted your life, in addition to, like, figuring out what you want to do? Is there anything else that you benefited from it?
Yeah, I think making new connections, not just within the MIT alumni community, but also in the greater Bay Area. So as part of the Young Alumni track, we host a lot of multi-school events with other schools in the area, such as Stanford, Berkeley, Yale, Harvard, Cornell, and many more. So being able to build out your network and meet all these very interesting, talented, smartest people on earth is a great benefit to joining the club and volunteering.
I can't agree more.
That's a tough one. There's too many. I think most recently we held a beach event in Santa Cruz. That was really fun. We had really great attendance, not just from MIT, but from our partner schools as well. So everyone had a great day on the beach, hanging out, enjoying the great Bay Area weather and scenery. That's a fun memory I have with MITCNC.
That was a really fun event. We have one of the largest attendance for a long time, so good to hear. And I guess to wrap up, would you like to share either a book that you're reading that you really want to recommend to people, or upcoming MITCNC event you really want to bring to people's attention?
Well, for the events, you should attend all the events. So
Good answer.
So the next one will be a multi-school mixer in Palo Alto on August 14th in collaboration with Stanford, Duke, Georgia Tech, and a few other schools, so I would recommend that. On the book side, I mostly read nonfiction, and one of my favorite books, and also because of my professional background, is Crossing the Chasm. So it's a great book about marketing and especially relevant in the Bay Area where new technology is always popping up. So that's one book I would recommend.
Yeah, love that. Heard great things about that book. So thank you, Isabelle, for sharing, and hope I can see you in the next Mixer event.
Of course, anytime. Thank you.